All right, guys, Tim Morse with Tactical Response. I'm going to do a real quick video, down and dirty video, on methods to carry on a motorcycle. Okay, so I ride motorcycles. I ride an on-road motorcycle and an off-road motorcycle. So some methods that you guys might, think about if you're going to get in that lifestyle or you're currently doing it. If you're having a problem figuring out the best way to carry, I've got some suggestions. On a motorcycle, I'm usually always either going to be wearing a vest, a protective vest, either on-road or off-road. So one method I like to use is what I'm wearing right now, which is a Galco shoulder holster rig. So I can put it under my jacket or my vest, whatever I'm using. It conceals very well. I have access to it. One of the problems with riding a motorcycle is having it on your waist like we normally carry, especially appendix. Appendix seems to be a big problem. I've never carried appendix, but Joey does or has. And so when you're on a motorcycle, naturally you're sitting at a 45-degree angle. You're leaning more forward in a motorcycle than you would be in a car seat. You know, you lean the car seat back, you can adjust it pretty well. But with the motorcycle, to reach the controls, you might be straight up, 90 degrees, or you might be even leaning a little bit more forward. So that's going to cause a problem with appendix, because naturally you're leaning into it. Even if you're not a big fella like I am, if you're just a skinny guy, you're still leaning into that gun, over that gun. So that becomes a problem. Also, the normal way most people carry is on their belts, like at 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whichever hand you are, right or left-handed. That can be a problem as well, not for discomfort, but because those jackets that we wear, protective jackets, are usually pretty short, and they will ride up. Moving around on a bike, it can come up very easily to show a holster that you're wearing on the hip, inside the waistband or even outside the waistband. So that's why I prefer this method of carry. Again, on the bike, I'd have this jacket zipped up naturally, so I'd have to unzip it to get to my carry gun anyway. Not a big deal. I'm not going to try to draw the gun on the bike anyhow. And then I got ankle carry as well. So down here, that's where my ankle carry stays at. So I can carry very comfortably on this bike and not show my gun to the public at large, and still have access to one just by unzipping the jacket and going to the shoulder holster. You can carry a small, some of these ankle holsters, you can carry a small semi-automatic, like a 48, 43, something like that. You can carry that in an ankle holster. It's another method to carry, pardon me, but it's still not my primary method. I'll go off the adage 2 is 1, 1 is none, so I'm going to have 2 guns on me, so this is always going to be on my ankle as well. Now, when we're talking about this, just let's talk tactics real quick. I'm not going to get too deep into this, but if you have to use the gun on the bike, do not try to drive the bike and use a gun. That's a dumb idea. I wouldn't even do that in a car. However, on a bike, you're not usually riding 2 up. You might ride with your wife, but nonetheless, let's say the common thing would be a bike on the road, be a road rage thing where a guy's, trying to run you off the road on your motorcycle or something like that. Either speed up or slow down, get away from him. And if you have to use a gun, stop the bike and get off the bike. Get away from the bike, because, that truck he's using, he'll run right over the bike. So get away from it and try to find a better piece of cover. Pants. Wearing pants, naturally you're wearing pants. It's a dumb idea, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care what type of riding you do. It's a dumb deal to wear short pants. Don't ever wear short pants on a bike. I'm not saying you got to buy up armored or everything, but short pants is a bad idea. So I have noticed some pairs of pants that I wear, I know which ones I can wear on a bike and which ones I can't, because some of them the air gets up underneath them and it will raise the pants leg up and you can see this gun on my ankle. So I know which pairs of pants that I have that I can ride with the bike. And the one, I may get this response in the comments below. It's off-body carry, like you put a gun on the bike somewhere on a holster that can't be seen. I'm not a fan of that, guys, because if you wreck the bike and you come off the bike, the gun's on the bike and not on you. Just like when we train folks that are in wheelchairs, they ask me all the time, should I carry the gun on me or on my wheelchair? I'll tell them to carry it on them in case they get separated from that wheelchair. Same thing can happen on bike. You either drop the bike or you're off the bike in the store. I'm not moving guns around, putting one on me and taking it off and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not a big fan of off-body carry on a motorcycle. If you do, knock yourself out, freedom to everybody. So if you think that's a method to do, I would suggest not. But if you want to carry it that way, knock yourself out. At least you're carrying a gun. Guys, remember, your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.